What's going on, guys? Welcome back to hashtag GSM for GM Season 3, Episode 72 here in WWE 2K24 MyGM Mode. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well and having a great one. We are well on the road to WrestleMania, on the fast track to WrestleMania, in fact. So I switched around the card from what it was at the end of last week when we wrapped up, or the end of the last episode, rather. And I was originally going to do Roman Reigns or rather Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, interference from Roman Reigns, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized, one, I like this match more, because I feel like Knight and AJ should have a trilogy of matches going into Mania. They had their first match, not counting the backstage brawl last month, going into Survivor Series. That wasn't really a match, that was more of an angle, which we didn't watch anyway. They had a great match at Survivor Series. I thought it would make more sense to have a rematch. And not only that, though, we have a full show of all interference. So if I did the original match of Randy and AJ, we wouldn't be able to watch a match, which we never really do. We always watch at least one match. So I switched that around. We're doing Knight and AJ in the main event. We are watching that one. Orton will instead be called out by Roman Reigns. Also on the card, Gunther takes on Trick Williams before it battles Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship at Mania. He will defend the IC title against Sheamus. And I think I might switch that around, actually, just because both Sheamus and Gunther are heels. They're not currently feuding. I'm going to switch this around. Sheamus will go after Gunther. Unless something drastic changes in the next couple of weeks, I think I'm going to do Bria and Beth at Mania, because they have more of a feud going on. It's a different, better dynamic with face versus heel, and I don't want to turn Sheamus necessarily babyface yet, and I don't want to turn Gunther either. So I think I'll probably do that on the SmackDown before Mania. And that could change, though. Bianca Belair calls out Alexa Bliss, who would cost her opportunity to advance to Mania in last week's Fatal 4-Way main event that we watched. So she's going to call her out this week for a match next week. Rhea Ripley responds to her loss, I guess. Reacts to her loss to Beth Phoenix from last week's show. Bayley will take on Cora Jade, a familiar foe, while Becky Lynch watches on from ringside. The original plan here was to have Becky come in, attack Cora. That's why I had Becky's attack on Cora in the bottom right there. But if we want to start a feud between Becky and Bayley, despite neither being heels, they should probably, Becky should be attacking Bayley, even if she's not a heel or Bayley's not a heel or whatever. It might encourage the game to start a feud between the two. CM Punk will take on Solo Sikoa with Shawn Michaels interfering, standing at ringside, and on commentary, blah, blah, blah. And then the Knight AJ Styles main event. So that is our show. Just checking the power cards. I think we're good. Nothing to get, nothing to use, at least not this week. We do have the 2 superstar morale things, so I can use that on whoever I want before Mania to ensure that I can re-sign anyone I want coming out of WrestleMania, regardless of whether they're unhappy previously or not. So I'm kind of forcing them to be happy is basically what that card means. Well, let's get into it. Omaha, Nebraska tonight. We are simulating the entire show up until the main event. So this should be pretty straightforward and simple. Gunther and Trick Williams, who failed to become number 1 contender last week, fall short against the Ring General. Good stuff. Roman calls out Randy, reacting to his loss at the pay-per-view after kind of putting Solo in place, saying, listen, you better fall fucking in line pretty quickly. You've been failing a lot lately. Failed to win the IC title. I failed to win the WWE title or win back, or rather retain the WWE title because you were not there. So you better be on fucking high alert. But I also want back my WWE title at WrestleMania, says Roman Reigns. Bayley and Cora Jade, who was on a roll for a while. Cora Jade pins the champion with some unintentional interference from Becky Lynch. Big win for Cora Jade. Pin the champ. She proved that she could go on to WrestleMania and challenge for the championship. Bianca calls out Alexa Bliss. CM Punk versus Solo Sikoa. CM Punk goes over. Solo's losing ways continue, despite Shawn Michaels attempting to interfere a lot like Punk did for Shawn's match a week or two ago. CM Punk reigned supreme. Beth Phoenix is called out by Rhea Ripley. And then we get to our main event, LA Knight versus AJ Styles, round 2. And they had a really fun opening match, I thought, at Survivor Series, which was won by AJ in clean fashion. So the goal is to do this match again at Mania, probably most likely with a step. I've switched that around a couple times now, but I'm pretty confident, a lot like I said at the end of last episode. Our Mania card will consist of AJ Styles versus LA Knight in a gimmick match, Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix, and that was supposed to be Gunther versus Sheamus, but I'm relegating that to the SmackDown before.
The WWE
Damn, there's our stadium setup.
Exploded.
Nice. We're at a fucking stadium now, baby.
This is
Their high-budget $500,000 stadium, not bad. So yeah, Gunther and Sheamus were probably doing on the SmackDown before Mania. We're going to do CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels. I have that in a stip match. I might keep it regular now thinking about it. I'm not sure. Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Championship. Maybe I'll make that a stip match and not Punk versus Shawn. I feel like there's a lot more history with Becky and Bayley than there is Punk and Shawn. So I might make Bayley and Becky a stip match and Punk and Shawn a regular match. We'll see. But either way, in the main event, Randy Orton and Roman Reigns in a steel cage match for the WWE title. Roman Reigns trying to get Solo Sikoa back in line. It's not going to matter come Mania. There's going to be no interference in their steel cage match. So I don't want to have gimmick overload at Mania, so we're going to have 3 gimmick matches. And not 4, not 5, but 3. And space them out over the course of the card, across the card. So that's the current goal.
crushing the hamstring.
AJ going to the hamstring of LA Knight here.
Charlie's horse.
Attack his base. Boom! Beautiful moonsault there.
Looking like the action
From
is a little
AJ
more
Styles.
than Knight had bargained for.
Takes Knight down to the outside.
Climbing up top, he's got big plans.
AJ goes to the top turnbuckle. Great cross body.
Down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
AJ stomping the arm of LA Knight now.
Plenty of ways battling in this area could end in serious harm.
AJ snaps suplex on the Knight on the outside, inflicting more damage. I would love to see AJ avenge the loss here, get back on track so it's not 2-0 for Knight going into Mania.
It's a quick stop to the momentum that was mounting against him.
Brief sign of adrenaline.
Knight throws
from
AJ
LA.
back in the ring. Great drop kick.
Drop kick.
And it's funny, we're doing this match at Mania, but WWE actually also did this match at Mania in real life this past year. So,
Kick lands.
life imitates art, art imitates life, whatever. You're doing the same thing. Same roles, too, and also on
Set up in the
SmackDown.
corner of the ring.
Oh, AJ reverses into a DDT on Knight. Very well done. AJ back in control now, going for that calf crusher on Knight, but gets a rope break, does Knight.
Caught up in that submission any
He's setting him up regardless for something.
longer. We all know what Styles wants.
For that Styles clash, and he connects.
He hits it.
Styles clash.
1, 2, 3. AJ wins. Short and sweet, no complaints there. AJ Styles back on the winning track. And that will necessitate a third match at WrestleMania because, Knight wanted this match. He was kind of quick to go into it. Wasn't 100% after last week's #1 contenders match, and where AJ cost him the win in that match, and Sheamus had pinned Trick Williams. And it cost Knight to go into this match unprepared, not 100%. AJ wins. All right. And I already have next week's Lita and Nia Jax. Not a bad main event. Kurt Angle teaming with Luke Gallows. What the fuck is going on? Logan Paul and Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, that's an interesting team. Let's see. Shayna and Tiffany. Interesting. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of great ratings this week, but I would say an overall solid show. $177,000. Love to see it. Good shit, good shit. And you're still in dead last. Miami, Florida, baby. Mick says, bang, bang. Hey there, Regal. I've been watching the progress of SmackDown this season. Haven't exactly been dominating the ratings, have you? Well, no shit, Bill. Not sure you know how to make the most of stars like CM Punk. Over at Raw, we know how to use talent properly. Anyway, I expect to be at the top of the podium by the end of the season. Best of luck. Well, okay, thanks, Mick, for absolutely nothing. He wants us to have a tornado tag match this week. I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe in the week before Mania, but not this week, probably. Alright, so I got Becky Lynch taking on Cora Jade. Bayley will return the favor from last week. Beth Phoenix will call out Rhea Ripley. Shawn Michaels call out CM Punk. AJ Styles will call out LA Knight. Because did we have Knight call out AJ? I think we did, right? I feel like that would make more sense. I don't think we have had AJ call out or Knight call out Styles, so let's do that. And if we did, it was a while ago. Alright, back to this coming week. This is 73 that we're doing. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. We will watch this match. Sheamus, although he's not a babyface, will take on a heel and Solo Sikoa, who needs a win in the worst way. Boom. A lot of heels involved here, but it's fine. Sheamus is leaning more babyface. Maybe we'll turn him babyface after Mania if we hold on to him. I don't know. Sheamus going to get finally his one-on-one rematch for the Intercontinental Championship, which he has not gotten, actually. He was involved in that tournament, but he never ended up winning that. So LA Knight has also not gotten a one-on-one rematch for the championship. We should have just done Knight. I mean, I like Trick Williams being involved in that triple threat a couple of weeks ago. I was going to say Knight and Sheamus battling to like get their rightful rematches at Mania, which is both where both of them lost the IC Championship at Mania, but Trick Williams being involved made sense because he was on a winning streak, so at least until losing to Gunther last week. We're going to do Roman Reigns, versus Rey Mysterio, running on Roman. All right, so that's our show. It's going to be Becky Lynch taking on Cora Jade, Bayley getting involved. Beth Phoenix responds to Rhea Ripley and says, hey, listen, you want a rematch? You'll get it at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair takes on Alexa Bliss after last week's challenge. Shawn Michaels calls out CM Punk, saying, listen, if you want a piece of me, you can take me on at WrestleMania. LA Knight calls out AJ Styles for a rematch at WrestleMania. Sheamus looks to continue building momentum by taking on Solo Sikoa for the first time ever tonight. And then in the main event, Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio. I don't know if we ended up doing this match a while ago. We were going to, and then we didn't have a chance to. So, I don't know. I think this is the first time ever encounter, though. 200 stamina superstars, because they never really wrestle, at least not lately. And Orton getting involved. So we will watch this match on next week's show. But until next time, guys, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. All that stuff is greatly appreciated. Have an awesome one. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.